When it comes to a great guacamole experience, the chip is equally as important as the guac. You heard? Today we're making my version of guacamole and chips. Now let's go! Gonna need some avocados, obviously. These are just medium-sized avocados. I'm just gonna half them. I forget who started this trend on TikTok, but it's about getting the seed out without having to put the knife in or do anything dangerous. All you do is put 2 fingers here and you put your thumb on the back and you just push. And if you're making guacamole, there's no problem with doing that. But if you wanted to get some nice clean slices, you're gonna wanna peel the avocado. Got it? Now I'm just gonna scoop my avocado into a molcajete. Certainly don't need one of these, but it's nice to have. The only thing I don't like about molcajetes is they're really porous, which is why I'm not doing the garlic first. I'll explain more in a minute. Just all your halved avocados. And I'm actually just gonna take some scissors and do a little snip snip, so it's just a little easier to work with. Next, the lime. I like to go straight over the avocado as the second ingredient. This way it doesn't brown at all for sure. Starting with 1. It's really not about how many limes you use, it's about how much juice is in your limes, right? Now some of that beautiful Maldon salt going in, flaky sea salt, you know, you can use whatever. Now we'll take a little cilantro. I like to just take a little of those stalks off the bottom where they dried out, and then I'll actually start on this stalk side. I love cilantro stalks, right? Just as good as the leaves. So we'll start down there. Now when you start getting up here to the leaves, we'll push that aside. And with these leaves, you want to bundle them up. Just compress them like this. This is the way, and then just slice through once. If you're one of those people who eat cilantro and it tastes like, well, you're eating a bar of soap, that's simply a genetic thing in which your body detects the aldehydes, I believe, within the cilantro, which is why it tastes so much like soap. So those people you hear complaining about cilantro, don't give them a hard time over it. It's a real thing. So try it with another herb or just leave the herb out if that's the case for you. Okay, cilantro in. Now the garlic, I'm gonna microplane in right now, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of people watching this video right now like, why didn't this idiot just grind it in the first place? Well, it's because this idiot has eyes and he saw the huge holes in the molcajete, and so if I were to grind that garlic, I would literally lose half of it and it would be inside the stone rather than in the guacamole, so that's why I'm microplaning it in. Sorry, but that just makes sense to me. My guacamole is not traditional, okay? I'm not putting tomatoes. I'm not doing it. I don't want to water it down. I'm sorry. I still like it with tomatoes. I like it. I like this better. I like it better. Am I allowed to like it? We will, however, be putting onions in, but after we mix it. Now, we're just gonna start smashing and mixing this up right inside of this molcajete. The question remains, how chunky do you like it, right? I don't like mine smooth, but I don't like it too chunky either. Almost there. And right about here, I'll just add a tiny little bit of avocado oil. Makes sense, helps with the consistency. That's about how I like it, right? Little chunky, little smooth. At this point, you wanna taste it for lime and salt. More lime, trust me, you never get it right the first time. A little more lime, just a small sprinkle of salt. Taste again, unreal. Okay, now a little onion, we're just gonna half it, then we'll cut that in half, peel, and from here, we'll do a nice kind of small to medium-sized dice. A couple cuts this way, why not one more up here, and nice square pieces this way. Now we'll mix that onion in. Do a final taste, it's perfect. Just clean it up a little bit. And what I like to do is take a little piece of plastic and just make sure it's actually physically touching the top of the guacamole. Food safe plastic, get any air out of there, and that'll really help keep it green until you're ready to serve it. There are claims that you can put the seed of the avocado in here, and that'll keep it green too, but I haven't tried it yet. That's another video. I'll just pop that in the fridge. Now let's get down to business. And by business, I mean corn tortillas. You know, I'm blessed enough to have a local tortilleria down the street called Tortilleria La Roca. And a big part of what they do there is just make corn and flour tortillas. And they supply their tortillas to a ton of the local restaurants and shops around this valley where I live. So if you can find these independent shops like that where you can buy awesome fresh tortillas. When I bought these, they were hot, warm. It's cold and wintry outside. They warmed up my hands. It was amazing. It's an experience. If you don't have a store like that near you, just buy some from the supermarket. We'll still be good. All right, so I'll just take a little stack of tortillas here, and I'm just gonna cut them right in half. Just gonna cut this like a pizza into 6s, right about there and right there. So we're gonna bring some frying oil up to 350 degrees. You wanna shoot a little over, maybe 360, 365, because you'll lose a little heat when you drop these in. And if you've been watching this channel, you know this is the avocado oil, and I've reused it about 5 times now. I think this will be probably my last use out of it. And when I buy this in bulk from somewhere like Costco and reuse it, it becomes somewhat affordable. Now we'll drop in some chips. We don't wanna do too many at a time. Do your best to spread them out. Probably just doing about 15 of these triangles at a time. I swear, you go to a really good restaurant, get some amazing guacamole and chips. It's the chips you're gonna remember, not the guacamole, you know what I'm saying? Also have some paper towel ready. Now I'll fry these for about 3.5, 4 minutes or until just slightly golden brown. Go ahead and drain onto your paper towel. What's really important here is just to hit them with a little salt right away, right when they come out of the fryer. That's gonna separate you from the herd. And just fry the rest. I just put it in a smaller bowl to serve. I'm gonna finish with some finely diced cilantro stalks. These just look so good. And some really finely diced white onion. Just throw it on. Clean it up a little. Let's see how we did. Amazing guac, amazing chips. Thank you to all my community members who left all those great ideas on my last post. I'm gonna be starting with them tomorrow, so look forward to that. And until next time, my friends, well, until tomorrow, you know I love you and I'm out.